Yo, what's up with y'all, man? If you seen the advice video, how to accept the advice, then you know what time it is. Like I'm told y'all, I'm coming back on this Hollywood, man. I gotta talk to y'all about this Hollywood and they effect on these men out here, man. Whew. Okay. So Hollywood. If you watch a movie, if you watch a movie, if you watch a movie, don't believe it. End of the video. That's it. Nah, but for real, Hollywood is BS. All I gotta tell you, that's the main. If you don't get nothing else from this video, Hollywood is BS. Don't watch a movie and think that anything in that movie is how stuff goes in real life. Remember how I told you on the internet? You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I dropped that video yet, but the internet in real life is two different things. Same thing with Hollywood. Just lump that in with the internet. Hollywood and real life is two completely different things. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood, they gotta make the movie appealing. It has to be theatrical. It has to appeal to people. It can't just be straight truth because, it's just not gonna be fun to watch. You have to make it fun to watch. You have to keep people's attention for an hour, 2 hours, however long the movie is. So understand the stuff you see in movies, especially when it pertains to men, is all cap. Don't trust none of that. Don't don't buy into any of it. It's not real. It's there. It's meant to evoke a feeling in you. It's the only reason that they did certain stuff in the movies is to make you feel a certain way about something. It's not how it go in real life. It's not how it go in real life. That's why when you see any movie, like any biopic, look at any movie that is like based on a true story or whatever. Any movie, it doesn't matter. Pick one. They are all capping. Like you'll get interviews with people who lived through that and they'll tell you that movie was cap. Every time. There's never a movie where somebody don't come out and be like, that's cap. Anybody that's lived through is going to tell you it's cap. Because it's a movie. They don't have enough time to tell the intricacies and what actually happened through all this stuff. They can tell a part of it or somebody's side of it. And then on top of that, they have to make it interesting. The real discussion that these people had didn't have anybody throwing papers or flipping a desk. It was just a regular discussion, but they can't just put a regular discussion in there because it's just that's boring. We need to see like this person. Yeah, sure. During the conversation, this person was mad, but they never flipped a desk. They never punched the window out. You see what I'm saying? And if you're buying into this stuff that you're seeing on the TV screen, then you're going to think that that's how things go. And when you try to do that in real life, you're going to get a very different reaction. When you flip that desk and you get arrested, you're going to be looking like, I ain't do nothing but flip a desk. Yeah, dog, you can't flip a desk. You're destroying people's property, dog. And if they want to, you know what I'm saying, you getting charges pressed, bro. Now, you can't do that stuff. You can't act like a dude in a movie. Romance movies is all cap. Think about it like this, bro. Every romance movie you've ever seen, every single one, what is it about? What is a romance movie about? It's always about the beginning of a relationship. Any romance movie you watch is always about the beginning of a relationship. It's always about how these two met and how, you know what I'm saying, how they hit it off. Always about the beginning. Peep that. Why do they do that? Why is it always about the beginning? Because what is the beginning of a relationship? The honeymoon phase. What is the honeymoon phase? A good feeling time. makes you feel great. You feel amazing during the honeymoon phase. You're on a high on life when you're in the honeymoon phase. So what they do, they capitalize on that. They know, especially women, they love the honeymoon phase. So dude doing all this extra stuff, trying to get her attention. Once he get her attention, he doing all this extra stuff to try to make her like him and this, that, and the other, and all of that. The dude trying to win homegirl over or vice versa. Like, real life ain't like that, bro. Like, if you out here trying to win a girl over, bro, you do not need to be with her. It's not a chick you need to be with. That's not gonna last long. You're trying to make her like you, that is not gonna last long, bro. Not gonna last long, I'm telling you. So that's my main thing, bro. Don't please, if you're a young dude and you watching this, do not get your relationship advice from a movie. None of them. Not a one. Not a one, dog. This is all cap. It's all cap. Do not follow Hollywood's depiction of what you're supposed to do when it comes to females. Ever. Care what movie you watch. It's cool. It look cool. Made you feel a certain way. Oh, that's great. That's the whole purpose of the movie. For you to say it's a good movie. It's not how you're supposed to live. It's a movie. It's entertainment. It should entertain you. You don't take life lessons from that when it comes to relationships. Every movie, dog, every movie is about the beginning. And think about it. Any relationship movie, any romance movie that you've seen that was already started in the middle of the relationship, it's somebody trying to leave that relationship to get a new relationship. They meet somebody else and they want to leave. This is their true love. I can't stand when females say that when they be watching movies. But that guy was her true love. What about dude she just spent 10 years with? And now she want a divorce. Or vice versa. What about the chick he just spent 13 years with? And now he want a divorce to get a younger female or whatever it is. Dog, you can't do that. Once you commit, bro, you committed. You see what I'm saying? Unless something's happening where the person's putting hands on you or it's just infidelity or whatever, you in that mug. If that person been faithful, doing what they supposed to do, they hold up their end, you in it, bro. There's nothing you can, like, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm talking about is this Hollywood, though, man. I'm kind of getting off topic, but the movies, man, they not real life. They are not real life. Do not do anything based off of the movies, bro. Watch them. That's cool. Do your thing. Don't, because the dude in the movie bent on one of his principles, you don't bend on your principle. I don't care who it is. You don't bend on your principle. Because he let his wife do whatever, and they turned out fine. No, that's not how you rock. See what I'm saying? That's not how you rock. Do what you know to do. Handle business the way you handle business. Because once you watch that movie and she see that you folding on something that you used to didn't fold on, that's the moment that things are gonna change. Handle your business. Be you, bro. Do not let this Hollywood influence you. You see something in the show, you see something in the movie, you see that, it's all good. But we not about to sit here and act like that's how it's supposed to be. Just, that's the whole thing, bro. Hollywood is cap. Do not mold yourself after anything coming from Hollywood. Hollywood is entertainment. Leave it at entertainment. When it comes to real life stuff, you need to talk to real life people, not no character. You don't learn life lessons from characters. You talk to somebody who's been through that in real life. You want to be married for 50 years? Talk to somebody who's been married for 50 years. That's how you do it. That's how you make it to 50 years. You talk to somebody who's been married for 50 years. They gonna tell you all that they've been through and what they did to get through it. Once again, when they give you their advice, that don't mean you just blindly follow it. You take the parts that you want, put it in with your own information, and you make your decision. Because at the end of the day, you still running your own household. So that's what I mean, bro. Please stay away from that Hollywood, bro. That's how they warping all the minds of the kids, man. That's why all the youngins is doing all this wild stuff. Because of they seen it in the movie. Dude did it and it was cool when he did it in the movie. Everybody was like, cool. And then when I talked to my friends, they was like, yeah, it ain't that bad to do that. So now y'all walking around with dresses on. Because it was cool when dude did it in the movie and nobody complained. But deep down in your inside, you know this is not right. You feel like I'm not supposed to be doing this right now. This just, you feel it, but then you hear somebody else say, no, it's all good, man. And you hear somebody else say, no, it's all good, man. And somehow that makes you think that you feel better about it. You're like, well, they accept me. But you didn't want to do that in the first place. You doing it because something you saw in the movie and somebody else said, hey, you should do that. That was back when he dudes was wearing them rompers, man. Threw me for a loop. Male rompers. I'm looking like, what? Hey, man, I don't know, man. Stand on your principles, bro. Stand on them mugs. That's what's I'm telling you. That's what's gonna keep you from doing stuff like that. That's what's gonna keep you from that. Your principles, man. That's what's gonna keep you from floating in the wind with these trends and all that. Certain stuff you just gonna be like, I just can't do that one. Certain stuff you just gonna be like, I can't do that one. And that's the problem with kids, man. When they're young like that, they're impressionable. They'll do whatever. I remember back in the day, man, when I was young, man, wearing them tall tees and all that stuff, man. Walking around looking like I got a dress on. But that's what was cool. That's what everybody was doing. I got older, man. I was like, man, I can't believe this. Had me walking around like that, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. Stay away from Hollywood. Stay away from Hollywood. Stay away from music videos. Stay away, because that stuff is not real. A music video is just that, a music video. All them chicks you see in a music video, they not there for that rapper. They're not there for that. They're not there because they want to be with that rapper. They there because they want to be on the camera. So don't think because this rapper got all these bad females around him that all of them is his. You see what I'm saying? Sure, he may have one or two that's his, but they not all his. You see what I'm saying? And I want y'all to understand that this is for show. It is entertainment. Entertainment is to evoke a feeling in you. That's the only reason it's there. That feeling gets evoked. You want to watch more. Why do you think advertisement's so popular? Why do you think TV exists in the first place, bro? People wanted to get their products and their stuff out there so they can sell it. Well, let's get this show that evokes an emotion that keeps people looking at the TV. And while they're looking at it, waiting for the next part of that, we're going to throw this product in their face. They don't care about this product. They don't want to see the product. They want to see the show because the show is what evokes the emotion. But I'm going to shove this product in your face. And then when you realize that you need this, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that product. And then you go buy the product. TV is there for the advertisements. That's why it's always funny when you see people saying, I hate commercials and stuff. I'm one of them. I hate commercials. But you see it, and then they watching TV. You understand that TV's there for the commercials. The reason the channel's on right now is because the advertisers paid the station to put their product on there, and that's why you have a show. Sure, they got other avenues of making cash and all that stuff, but that's why it's there, to push products. So, I mean, that's all I got to say, man. Stay away from Hollywood. If you can't watch a movie without getting influenced, don't watch movies. If you can't watch a movie without being influenced by the movie, don't watch movies. If you can't watch a show without getting influenced by the show, don't watch shows. Like, if you're watching something and after that's over with, you have a talk with somebody and now you're changing the way you think because of that show, stop watching it. You can't handle watching it. You can't handle watching it because you're changing. Your inside is changing because you're watching that show. You have a discussion with somebody when you kind of inside felt like, I don't know about that. Somebody else says, oh yeah, but that's cool. No, they could be like that. And now you're changing. You're like, you know what? Well, people are accepting it. I think I should accept it too. You can't handle the show then. Don't watch the show. Don't watch the movie because you can't handle watching it. You're changing. Somebody else is controlling you at that point. It is that deep. You're watching the show. It goes against what you normally think. You're in your head. I don't know about that. I don't know how to feel about that one. I don't think that was cool. And then you talk to somebody else or a group of other people, and they're all like, yeah, that was cool. That's fine. You shouldn't have a problem with that. And now you're like, well, maybe I shouldn't have a problem with that. And you just changed a little bit. It's not going to be fast. It's not going to be no quick change. It's going to be slow, incremental, over time. It's going to take 10 years for an ideal to change in society because they inch it in little by little by little. And you sit there and accept it little by little by little. That's why times change. That's why times change. That's why we're not wearing bell bottoms and afros anymore. Things were introduced slowly until the masses accepted them. It's a mixture of that and the fact that the kids don't want to be like the parents. They want their own identity. It's a mixture of them too. Like, as you're growing up, you don't want to be like how your parents were. Oh, they did that? Well, we don't want to do that then. We're not on that. We're going to be on something else. And that's what makes them so impressionable. They want to be their own person so bad that when you push anything in their face, once you push that right thing that's going to stick with them, you got them. A lot of times, you probably don't even have to pick nothing that really stick with you. You just have to make all of them come to a consensus, which TV does. Put a show out, and the show evokes the right emotions in these teens. And if you evoke the right emotions, then that's what they're going to stick with. They enjoyed that. That show, that movie made them feel good at the time. And they're going to accept that as what we do. You influence, that's where influence comes from. You influence the generation. Hollywood does that. The media does, social media does that. That's what it is. And if you don't have morals and principles to stand on, which children do not, teenagers do not have morals and principles. Some may, if they under the right teaching, under the right tutelage, which is you, big dog, your household, what you telling your kids, what you teaching your kids, what you teaching your wife. You are the reason. You see what I'm saying? You're the reason. You're the voice of reason. You're the logic in your household. If you have no respect in your household, nobody's going to listen to you in your household. Just understand that, man. Hollywood be getting y'all twisted. Hollywood y'all be acting like the teens, changing up how y'all feel about something because of whatever. Nah, bro. You can feel however you need to feel. That don't mean you got to voice your opinion, because you got stuff you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You can't burn no bridges, but that don't change how you feel on the inside. It's not changing what you teach your family. It's not changing what you teach your wife and kids. That's what I'm saying, bro. Stop listening to Hollywood. Stay away from Hollywood. If you, like I said, if you watch something and internally you start to change, you start to feel a different way about something because you watch that, then stop watching, because you can't handle that. You can't handle that. That's too much for you. Watch PG rated movies, bro. You can't handle that R. Because them scenes, what you done saw, what you done witnessed, is changing you without you consulting yourself. You're just changing because you feel a certain way about it, and now you feel like, oh, well, nah. That's all I'm saying, man. So stay away from Hollywood. If you can't handle it, if you can watch it, feel a certain way, go back to yourself, watch it. If you watch it, you feel a certain way, and now you changing slightly. It's not going to be big, bro. If you feel a little bit less softer on this issue than you did before, and you didn't sit down with yourself and be like, maybe I should change my ways on this, and you ain't talk to the Most High and figure it out, then you're messing up. You're messing up. Stay away from that Hollywood, bro. That's all I got to say. I'm out. Peace.